Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and today we are going to be doing a masterboard. Who else has a bunch of scraps that needs to be dealt with? Well, I definitely do, and I'm sure you guys do too. And this is the video for you. So please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. Okay, well, let's get started here. So what I'm going to do is just a manila envelope, because these make great, after we get everything glued on and stuff, we can cut them and do some tags and all kinds of fun stuff with it. So let's make sure you guys can see here. Just like that. And I am just going to start gluing it down. So you can either rip it, do however you want. I like to take the ruler and just start ripping some pieces. And then you can also ink the edges and do all that if you want to, but I think I'm just going to get some of it started here. And the whole goal of this is to get rid of some scraps that we have just laying around. So I hope you guys are having a crafty day today and getting out your craft supplies, out all your little scraps pieces that have just been sitting there accumulating, you know, and we can finally get some stuff done here. So, and then I'm just going to throw the little pieces away. It's like if you don't start throwing some stuff away, you just get bombarded. And it just, you know, catches up with you, that's for sure. So I'm going to take the Scotch Crate glue stick. Works great. And I'm just going to start gluing some stuff down. It's like that. So I hope you guys are getting your Christmas stuff all caught up and wrapped and getting stuff under the tree, getting your trees put up, you know, all the fun things in life. And we finally got our tree. I think it was last weekend, maybe it was last weekend, and got everything on it and decorated it. And I'm in Oregon, so we used to get real trees, you know, like the nice real tree, and they just went up in price so much that we started just doing one of the artificial trees, and it's nice. It's a nice one, you know. We can just pop it up and put the lights on it and call it a day and put all the decorations. But I do miss the smell of a fresh Christmas tree in the house, and it's a pain in the butt. You have to water it, you know, make sure it has water and just check on it and stuff. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. But like I said, the prices have just gone up so much that we just a couple of years ago, just went ahead and just got a fake tree and just went with that. Yeah. So I'm just going ahead and just finding pieces and gluing her down. Just digging through here. I mean, there's no wrong, no right. Just trying to get rid of our scraps here. And then we can turn it into beautiful things. Isn't that the goal? That's what junk journaling is all about. Is to take some scraps or some junk or some things that you couldn't think about using and wanted to throw away and make it into something beautiful. That is the goal. And this is some handmade paper. This and this that I've made. And these have like little botanical stuff throughout. And then this has some fabric that I've tie-dyed. Just little pieces of fabric thrown in there. So like I said, any little thing will work. And that's what we're going to do, is just glue it all down. And I don't know if you guys have been to the post office and sending off stuff. Wow. So many people online that make sure to get down there and get stuff shipped off. I made my mom a journal, so I had to go stand in line and do all that. So just keep going and go ahead and glue it all down, and we'll go from there. All this glued on, all our big scraps, and then if you want, for the next, we can layer it up. Like you could take all your other ends here, like some of the thinner ones, and you can put those in between too. And if you guys have any things that are sticking up here, just take like some of your art glitter glue or whatever wet glue you have, and you can just go ahead and get all the little flyaways here. Just anything that's not all the way stuck down. There we go. So just see what you find. Because if we're going to cover stuff on top, you want to make sure that the base of it's pretty secure. So go ahead and do that, and then we will... well, that's not working. Okay, we will go ahead and just stick these in between and just layer it up and do just some fun stuff. I went ahead and did a bunch of the thin strips this way and that way and just kept them kind of like that. And now I'm taking some of my just little fancy papers that like a handmade with some flower stuff in it, and then just like a little punch I did that I inked around. And now just to add some extra stuff on it, just take some of your just pretty papers that you have and that you want to use. And like this is a cardstocky kind of paper, and we can just go ahead and we can do some punches with it. You know, just some fun little things. You can do some half punches with it. Oops, that one went flying. You know, you can do half punches. Just kind of collect up some here. And we got different sizes. So just whatever you can think of. So, punched out a bunch of holes and just different circles and stuff like that that you want. And what do we have? And then find your other papers that you have. Like some of these are fun. Just like, you know, just some little already ripped that I use for something else. So just go through your scraps. Get your scraps out, you know? So many scraps. Like, I'm gonna make a bunch of these. I need to make a bunch of them. Get it done. It's like I have so many scraps to mess with. We all need to do a bunch of memory boards, you know? Okay. So you guys get the idea. Just kind of take it and, you know, you can even do some half circles too. Some whole ones. Do a big one. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I was gonna do a big one. Yeah, because that one's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this in the time lapse, and you guys can check it out, and we'll get it all glued down. So that made it look a little more fun. Those little half circles and circles all over, and just some fun little papers you have. So go ahead and get those done. And now let's take our stamps. A bunch of stamps here. So let's get our stamps. And oh, and the colors, I don't know if I showed you guys, but this is the art glitter glue is what I'm using to get the little sides and the flyaways and all that stuff. So make sure you guys get all those. And I'm also using the Vintage Photo and Black Soot and Vintage Photo. Those are the inks I used just to get the edges on some of the circles and all that. And now, oh, I guess I need those back. I don't know why I put them away. Now we're gonna go ahead and do some stamping. So just grab your stamp, just whatever stamps you want to use, and go to town. Just wherever you want to stamp it, even if they're lightly stamped or dark, or it doesn't really matter. Let's do the big butterfly. Yeah. And just press it down so you can kind of see it. Just kind of just gives it a little more texture and you know, layers adding through it and stuff, and just things to look at. Okay, I'll use a little brown here. There we go. I got some leaves. I got something rattling over here. There, that's better. Every time I was stamping, something was rattling. I think it was my scissors. Okay. And then you can do All My Love, just some fun, just with sayings or writing on them. So just go ahead and do that. Get out all your fun stamps. And the more you do, just the more layers you have. It's just as fun to look at. And then Love Grows here. So that's a good one. Okay. And these are great. You can turn it over and not look and just cut them all up and make tags with them. You can make corner pockets with them. You can make pockets with them. Just pretty much anything you can think of to go, you know, side tucks are great. Just, you know, anything you want to put into your journal. You could do, it's just already ready and made for you and ready to go. So it's convenient just to make a bunch of these, use up your scraps, and then you could just take these and lay them all on top of each other, like do another one, and then you can stack them and store them away that way, instead of having all this, you know, where it's all flying all over the floor and just pieces flying everywhere, and the cat comes in and grabs it and throws them all over the house, and then the dog's chasing the cat, and then the, you know, things just go nuts. And this is just a little more organized way to kind of keep all your scrap pieces, so you're not throwing them away, because, I mean, this is beautiful. It's fun to take some scraps that you've done and you've dyed, and, you know, you've taken your time on making this paper look beautiful. So why not keep all the little scraps and make a beautiful, different art piece? You know, it's just like, don't throw it away, you know, just kind of, this just gives you something, and it's very therapeutic just to sit and, you know, watch your favorite program and just go to town gluing and just get lost in your thoughts and just, you know, doing what makes you happy, and it kind of brings down your blood pressure, and, you know, brings your heart rate down, and it's just fun. It's fun to just sit and do this, you know. I mean, I'm enjoying it. And like I said, I'm gonna sit and make a bunch of them. I need to. You saw. I mean, that's just some of my scraps. And going around and getting all your scraps pretty much organized is just a fun way to do it. And then when you're like, oh man, I need some more tags, or I need a pocket for my journal, or I need a, you know, a side tuck to do, and then you just grab these out, and, you know, already avocado dyed them is what I did, is I avocado dyed it first. So it's ready to go on the back, and you just leave the back like this, and you could do journal cards and all kinds of stuff. And, you know, it's already cardstock, and it's already ready to go. So I hope you guys found this informative and informational, and got you ready to make some fun master boards and using up all your scraps and getting motivated here. So please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting, guys. And have a great day.